Today on the channel, we document a quiet stretch of road in the village of Bosley, Cheshire, a place that for generations was shaped by industry and community. These houses once stood just metres away from a working mill that had been part of village life for over 200 years. It was a place of routine, of work, and of ordinary mornings. But on July 17th, 2015, just after 9 AM, that ordinary morning was shattered. A series of explosions tore through the nearby wood treatment mill. The blast and the fire that followed tragically claimed the lives of 4 workers and caused significant structural damage to the homes. Windows were blown out, walls cracked, and families forced to confront something unimaginable on their own doorstep. In a matter of moments, this quiet road became the scene of one of the region's most devastating industrial disasters in recent memory. Today we explore the offices that stood at the very heart of it all. Effectively ground zero, spaces frozen in time from the morning of the explosion. We walk through the terraced houses where the unsuspecting families were going about their daily lives, just meters away from where everything changed in an instant. And finally, we reach the mansion at the end of the road, now standing in silence, a quiet witness to a day this village will never forget. Join me as we explore the abandoned Bosley village and see what remains. Okay explorers, so we are inside the offices now. We begin today's explore more or less at ground zero of the explosion. We are directly across the road, but this is the business, the mill, that exploded and caused the majority of the damage. Now a little bit of time's passed, we've got some decay, we've got some dereliction coming through, but to be standing where the initial explosion took place, unbelievable. You can see that the offices have been completely left. Office chairs still here, all paperwork, calendar from 2013, so just before the explosion. I mean, these would have been evacuated and then just completely left. No one will have been allowed to return for structural damage, obviously. But look, the chairs, the meeting room, still in place, chairs still all around. As we said, paperwork just left, frozen in time. The blinds still up, swaying in the wind. Quite eerie, really. This office here makes me think, I mean, you can see the mould, the moss coming in now, but this would have been directly opposite where the explosion happened. Literally, these windows, I wouldn't be surprised if they went through with the explosion. Whoever was sitting here would have witnessed absolutely everything go down. You can see the first house just at the end there that's been completely taken away. The roof's come off, the walls have come down in the explosion. And whoever was sat at this desk when it happened will have witnessed everything. Makes me think that this is possibly the owner of the plant. We have a huge safe in here. The ivy's coming in now. Printers on the desk, pictures. But look, it's just not been touched since the day this place closed. All the windows have been put through now. I don't know if that's vandalism or just decay. Wow. Check this out. These shelves folding almost in half under the weight of the documents here. Warped. The ivy coming through underneath. Wow. Like, this is just your everyday office, isn't it? Obviously this was a wood mill. I mean, just so standard, and to think what happened here was so devastating to the people that worked here. Obviously 4 people passed away. One of those people could have been from this room. But there we go, look, July 2015, the exact date that the explosion took place. Everyone would have just been coming in, getting ready for work, just day-to-day life, you know, not knowing that on that day a whole community lives completely changed forever. The staff room here, canteen, it's so strange how it's just so normal, you know, knowing what happened. Someone could have been in here making a brew, and then the earth shook and nobody was ever the same again. It's a shame that people have been in and vandalised, but you can really see the day-to-day office life in this place. As I said, this is pretty much ground zero. This is where it all began. And to think everything has just been left ever since. We even have, look, chemicals still in the side. Just left completely in place. Beakers, look. Whoever was here also, receptionist. Should have been sat in a chair here. The explosion possibly is what took these windows out, and same with the little porchway there. Such a surreal thought. But what's next is even stranger. We're going to head down to the houses where people were just living their day-to-day life. Same as in here, look, bit of a bullpen, a few tables in here. They'd have obviously seen everything. Maybe even some of these desks have been knocked over from the blast. I definitely believe that these windows have been put through the blast. Maybe people were injured that were sat in these chairs, look. Whoever was sat here directly under the window may have had a face full of glass. The panic, the terror people would have felt. Like, what happened? What's going on? There's the way out. We're going to head out there in a sec and head down towards the houses. We're going to make our way through and end at the furthest point away from the explosion, which just happens to be an absolutely huge mansion house. I'm looking forward to seeing what remains there too. But it's so strange to be in a place where something so traumatic happened, you know? Wow.
There's something surreal about exploring somewhere so mundane, an office frozen in routine, and realising that this was the epicentre of a moment that would change lives forever. But from here, the impact travelled beyond the walls and into the homes that stood metres away.
Okay guys, so leaving the offices now, and we're just heading a little bit down the road, like 100 yards, and we're going to start checking out some of the terraced houses that were evacuated because of the explosion. I can see them just in front now, and it gives a bit of a wave of sadness knowing that these people were so unaware of what was about to happen. They were just going about their daily lives, maybe having a brew. It happened at 9 a.m. Some of them would have just took the kids to school, just got home, and then lives completely changed forever. There is 6 or 7 along this terrace row. Doors are open, look. Paint peel. Wow. Speaking of paint peel, look at this. And the first house has in fact been cleared out. Now I do know some of these houses do have things left behind, but just to give you an idea of what these houses look like, they were just your normal working class 2-bedroom houses, I do believe, but these were absolutely shook to the core. I mean, this floor is bending beneath me now, completely bouncy. How safe are these stairs? Is this a good idea? Ah well, we've done it now. But check this. Ooh. Oh, that wasn't too nice. Big thump below. Oh. Okay. Bathroom look. I mean, this wasn't a million years ago. This was 11 years. Lynx, Africa, or axe I think you call that in America. Trousers still on the floor. Wow. Like I said, it's literally just your everyday house. But it's the story behind it that really gives it its edge, you know? He's right across. I say he. Big pair of high heels, we won't judge. But whoever lived here was straight across. One look out this window, maybe that's even why that window's open, and you can see the devastation. I mean, there's the first house there, which is literally right next to the mill. The roof's off, the windows are out, the walls have come down. But check this. Christmas wrapping paper still in the wardrobe. Quite an old wardrobe. People have been looking for the copper. It's obviously a woman's house, look, denim jeans. I mean, this one is more cleared out, but I know for a fact the more we go, the more that's left. I'm not going to go up there because I know it's just an attic room. Oh, these stairs are so dodgy though. Oh, that bottom step. Okay. Oh, let's get out of this one. This is the first house on this row. So obviously on this side, this one took the most damage, you know. Hopefully, the further we go, the more able we are to see what's left behind in these places. I can see here, look. Sofa's left inside. TV's gone. Clock on the side there. Should we go in this one? Or we'll go in the next one. See what's in the next one. There you go, sofas again. Oh, go on. We'll have a look. We'll see what's happening. Oh, this windowsill is soaking wet. Okay, we're inside the third house along. You can see the sofa's been tipped over, but it's still here. Paintings from the past owner. Wallpaper still in here. Not sure where these tyres have come from. Maybe somebody's just launching them over the fence. Newspapers from 2015. Only small homes though, look. We can actually see the kitchen here. I wonder why the first one's been so ripped out compared to this. Washing machine still here. Cupboards are bare. I wonder if some of them snuck in and... Ooh! Whoa! Okay, we'll stay out of this. She ain't that bad. This is why urban exploring is dangerous, guys. These floors are collapsing. We are going to try and see as many of these houses as possible, but this is crazy. Just lives. Lost. Okay, so we come to the edge of the terraced red brick houses, and we're at these older ones now, stone built. Probably here a lot longer before the red brick ones. You can see this window's completely out. We will check this one out. Oh, it's a bit further away to the mill, so maybe a little bit better. You can see the old original fireplace there. Sofas. Oh, this is... whoever lived here had children, look. What's on the line, Thomas? children's books on the floor. So it just shows you the devastation. Children lived here too. Fridge. Oh my days, still full, look. Didn't even have time to clear the refrigerator out. Oh, that smells. Different layout. Kitchen is a hell of a lot older here. Drawers have been cleared out. Look at the debris on the floor. Cooking oil. Different cupboards. The other one's a lot more modern. I wonder who lived here. Look at that tin, completely rusted away there. Coffees, ingredients. Kitchen sink's been nicked. And you can see into the back gardens ever so slightly here. They are very overgrown. But look, door's been kicked off. There is clothes on the floor. The gentleman's wellies are still here as well. On the stairs, definitely where he left them. The stairs are so narrow. You can see a lot more damage here. Wow. Ooh, the floors are not too clever. The doorways are so narrow as well. Look how small this room is. Barely even call this room for a bedroom. Oh, gardening world anyway. TVs, not TVs, telephones. Old style. Wardrobes, look. And the debris. Not sure how this house is actually laid out because it's so strange. I'm stuck in the door again. I mean, look at this bathroom. How on earth do you even get in here? That's all the wallpaper peeled off. The bath there, obviously, the sink. But let me show you. That is how much room you've got to get into this bathroom. Ooh. Debris. Debris falling there. Look at the old Nike Airs. Wow. Bedroom here, look. Once again, look, Christmas. Same as the other house. Christmas decorations everywhere. The wardrobes are so strange, like built in. Definitely not enough room for them though. Absolutely devastated, these houses. So the other one's a 3-story, you can get up to the attic. But in here, these are only 2, these are a lot older. A lot smaller. But I can't believe this. Nobody did pass away that lived in these houses, I don't believe. I didn't read that. Everyone that lived in the houses survived. 4 people from the mill sadly passed away. There is a vibe though. I'm not sure what it is. It's very strange. Coming up to the end now, and I've just peered through this window and seen something that I want to show. I want to take a better look at. So we're gonna climb in through this window. Hopefully. Again, thought I had something behind me. Weird. But here we actually have a photograph of one of the residents with their son. Obviously would have been taken inside this house, probably on this sofa. But check this out by the front door. The structural damage, that crack, almost like the front of the house is completely coming away. Hopefully not whilst we're in here. But look, clothes left, pair of trainers still inside. A bit trashed. I just want to see the difference between this house and the last. And look, the fridge once again filled but decayed, completely rotten away. Cooker's still in here. I mean, this was only 10 years ago. I just wanted a difference between the 2 houses because the last one looked quite old. But I think that's just how the guy lived there. This one seems a lot more modern. Tiles look newer. The tin's still rusted. Not even open, but you can hear inside there. That fruit cocktail has seen better days. I just wanted to see because of the bathroom in the last place. It really threw me off. Ah, okay. So this is a 1-bedroom house. The guy next door had just, I don't know what he'd done. Made the room smaller or something, but you can see the bath in here. The guy had a 40-inch TV. Would have been very happy with that purchase. Maybe he's took it with him. But look at the damage once again on that windowsill. I should not be in this house. It's very much giving me the same vibe as when I did the abandoned ghost town in Italy that had been left because of an earthquake. I mean, the structural damage is not too different. Wow, very dark in this bedroom. The double bed here with shirts still across, and you can see, look, not too long ago, The Dictator, 22 Jump Street. You know, they're not old films. Well, I suppose they could be now, couldn't they? But it's so strange to see such decay mixed with things that are so modern. The big TV on the floor there. I don't know how safe this is to walk across because look at that, the ceiling has come through. Wow. That window is about to fall out. I don't know if you can see that crack. That is huge. These houses, I should not be in them. You can see the ivy coming through. Oh my days, that is so bad. Little wardrobe. Oh, it's not just the wooden floors and stuff I have to worry about. Literally the whole building looks like it's going to come down. Okay, so I'm going to head out of this side and I'm going to head across the road, see what else we can find, see what the damage is like on the other side of the terraced houses. But what I'm most looking forward to is heading up the road there. Ooh, and checking out the huge mansion. No idea what state that's left in, but I'm looking forward to finding out. Such a shame.
Walking through these homes, it's hard not to imagine the ordinary lives that once filled them. Conversations in front of the TV, evenings after work, routines that felt completely normal, and yet in a single moment, everything changed. There were more houses across the road, but access today was limited, so instead we continue further up Tunstall Road towards the mansion that now stands quietly at the very end of it.
Okay, explorers, so that's the terraced houses and the mill checked out. And now we've got to head through this little field area, up this drive, and we're going to go check out the huge mansion. As I said, no idea what state it's left in. It was abandoned for the same reasons, structural damage. I mean, as I said, people felt the vibration, the shake from the explosion from up to 3 miles away. This is, what, 200-300 yards away? It's obviously caused a lot of damage, so they've had to abandon this absolutely huge mansion. Gutted for them, but we're going to check it out. Hey, look at this. It's an old swing hanging from this tree. Some nice memories made on there, but obviously just memories now. Okay, so we've made it into the garden, and look at this place. There is a car tipped over. How on earth has that happened? Mercedes? A Mercedes has been tipped over. Wheels have gone, but look at this. How on earth does this happen? A Mercedes, I can't tell, someone let me know. A Mercedes tipped over, flipped. But check out this mansion. This is what we're here to see, here to check out. I can see some blinds still hanging. There is some smashed windows, bit of vandalism obviously, but we'll get inside and try and take a look. I've just clocked some stained glass windows. Does still have curtains. I always think that's a good sign of things being left. Big garage at the back here, possible way in there, maybe another easier way. Oh my days, 2-car garage. The door's open, see? Always take a look. The size of this place, caravan, a 3rd garage. Just make sure there's no flipped cars in here, because you never know. There's no cars, but wow, patio furniture. I can't believe that they've had to abandon this mansion. You'd be absolutely devastated for them. No idea why you'd leave your car and caravan though. There's another open door over there and a conservatory on your garage. You know you're rich when you've got a conservatory on your garage. But we're going to head inside now. Door non-existent. Walking straight in to a kitchen, I believe. I'm not sure. Feels like a kitchen, pantry area there. Obviously our children, look. To mummy. Lots of love, hugs and kisses from baby Jack. The names there, Jack, Katie and Grace. Oh, absolutely devastated. A family home that's had to be left. I don't know why you'd leave your family photographs, but it is what it is. There's all children's books on the floor. People have their reasons, don't they? This is from the Lake District. I've actually stood on that pier. Someone's done a painting of it. Huge staircase. I can hear drips coming down. Not sure where from. Wow, more like a snug really. A small living room. Curtains on there. How devastated to leave a house like this. Obviously worked all your life to be able to afford and provide a house like this to your family. And then it gets taken away by what the courts described as a freak accident. We'll head out there in a minute. You can hear the drips on the sunglass there. Sunglass? Skylight, that's the one. This is strange. I thought it would be a lot bigger down here, but I couldn't see a way through. Look at the stained glass. It's bowing in. Needs saving. Oh, it's 3 stories. Is this maybe 2 separate houses? Been made into 2 separate houses. Walking through here. And the bathroom. Polka dot shower curtain. Obviously for a fun bit of personality in the house. I think this may be 2 separate houses, but it was originally a mansion. Bedroom, look. Still got mattresses in here. Big built-in wardrobes. Look how beautiful your view would have been out of this window. Big bay window. See all your land there. Your caravan, your garages. Keeping a close eye. I feel like the people that lived here were fun. I feel like they were happy people. That's the vibe I'm getting. It's a big house though, even if it is changed into 2 houses. Another big built-in wardrobe. You can see the wallpaper coming down now. I feel absolutely devastated for the people that lived here. It's such a surreal feeling. Probably nice people, hard-working. I wonder where they are now. That's the question, isn't it? I wonder if insurance would have paid out and they'd have been able to rebuild somewhere else. We all know what insurance companies are like. Make it absolutely impossible. But what I'm thinking is, with it being the mill's, I don't know if it was actually classed as the mill's fault, because they didn't actually find an exact reason to why it happened. Look at this. The children's toys on the windowsill. Children's toys, Katie's toys, look. Yeah, so originally they put it down to a manslaughter case for negligence. But I think that got overturned because they couldn't find a reason to what made the mill explode. They believe it was wood dust, I believe, that had got into a gas. Or I can't remember exactly, I don't want to say too much. But some dust got into somewhere it shouldn't and ignited, which caused a huge explosion. But I'm not 100%. But I do know that it was put down to a freak accident and nobody was charged in the end. There must be another part to it, because this house is huge on the outside. I think this mansion has been changed into several different houses, which I had no idea about. Let's go see if we can find out the other side. Must be around here. Look, someone's had a go at that door. Is it even open? Could probably squeeze through there, but I don't know if it's easier to get through here. Looks like the front door's open, just clocked it through the window. So we'll have a little look through here. Fridges, look, that looks like a shop fridge. Children's tent. Okay. We're a bit all over the place here. Yeah, you can see the front gardens have been separated, look. So where's the front door I've just seen open? Oh, I'm sliding. Have we just been in that? No, I don't believe we have. Okay, so house number 2. We actually get to check out 2 houses. Very decayed in this place. There is debris all over the floor here. Bathroom tiles coming off. The drips look coming straight through. That ceiling, the old lath in plaster, so it was built a while ago. Floor's absolutely sodden. Let's go left. Oh, I've been trapped. Oh wow, look at this. 3-piece suite sofa. Green, looks like almost like algae all over this chair. Ugh. Look at that. Someone's put that window through as well. My car alright round here, bloody hell. Ivy, algae. It's like a scene from the Titanic. But sofa's still here. Old cooker. Looks like it's been used as a bit of a bando. People drinking in here. Oh wow, that's cool. The bay window just completely covered in moss. The drips coming down. I'd like to get a photo of that. Big old fireplace. Look at the devastation one day can cause though. It's a mad thought really, isn't it? A complete accident has caused countless families heartbreak with the deaths and heartbreaks with losing your home, especially homes like this. That's how quick it can happen. Like we've walked through the mill. All those people that work there would have been affected by the accident. The terraced houses either side of the road, all of those people affected. What was that? Something like 12, 13 families. Obviously the extended family from the people that passed away. And then the families that lived in these homes. Wow, all from a freak accident. The bathroom. Completely destroyed. Someone must have come through and took the lad from the roofs for this much damage in the space of 10 years. Because we've been in some time capsules that have not been in this state. Check out the sunbed here. Ooh la la. Always reminds me of Final Destination though. Look at this. The LED trimmings on the window. Just the little details. The fireplace. Oh wow, so the heaters were either side of the fire. I've not seen that before, that's cool. Just absolute devastation, look. Adds to the atmosphere. I'm getting dripped on. Oh, right in the face. Right in the mooey. Oh my days. Love this. Love this. Master bedroom it looks like. And look at that built-in dressing table. Absolutely destroyed now. It's a coving. I thought it was some sort of blind or something. But look at the age difference in here. You've got the wooden fan, the headboard built on the wall. Look at the moss. This has a really different age to it. A different vibe. Completely. The built-in wardrobe's like a dressing room here. Obviously the families have cleared it out. That's why I thought it was so strange to see the family photographs left. There's a little bit of something out there as well in those outbuildings. I feel like we should maybe have a look at those. Because if there's one car remaining, maybe there's a second. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. Because the ceiling above me is non-existent. I can feel the wind coming through already. This is probably the most dangerous part of this building. Wow, is that Tudor? Is that some remnants of a Tudor build? Possibly. Bit of an office space, look. Bit of a workshop. How strange. I feel like that last two rooms, a bit of a time warp. I'm going to get some pictures for Instagram. Make sure you're following at Adam Mark Explores. I'll be posting pictures from these places that I explore. I'll be posting reels, etc. So I'm going to get some now. And then I'm going to head outside and see what's in that last outbuilding. I'll meet you out there. Let's do this. Photos, B-roll, drone shots all done now. And we're just going to take a look around the outside, see if we can find anything of interest, anything document worthy. There's a lot of outbuildings here, maybe dog kennels. Strange with the amount of conservatories. I think the dogs have a conservatory. I haven't even got a conservatory. These are giving bloody conservatories to Alsatians. No idea. But it looks like at the back here as well, chicken coops. That's definitely a chicken coop. I think that's more of an aviary over there. Obviously dog kennels. A lot of animals on this, in this place. But you can see the size of it. Definitely was a mansion at one point and it's been made into two separate houses. More kennels for dogs, look. It's strange. They'd have had to have rehoused all the animals too. Oh, here we go, we can head up. Is it more dog kennels or was it an aviary? That's a chicken coop. This is a chicken coop, okay. And that's the retro bedroom. Obviously looked out, made sure no foxes were in here. Smashing the place up. But look at this. Interesting. So, not much to show outside, only one car that's flipped over. How? I've absolutely no idea. But so interesting, the location with the story and the history from the mill with the explosion, wiping out a whole row of terraced houses and even disrupting the lives of the people that lived in these huge buildings here. It's crazy to think all this came from one accident. I'm covered in whatever these are called. Pain in the ass. I'll get them off in a minute. But guys, if you enjoy exploring abandoned places, if you've enjoyed this explore today, make sure you hit the thumbs up, leave a comment, let me know what you think, and subscribe if you're new here. I upload every week different abandoned places all over the world, not just in the UK. And if you want to join me, if you want to follow the journey, then hit the subscribe and let's go. Anyway, I'm on to the next one. Need to get out of this rain. It's been absolutely crazy to see all of the destruction in one street. I'm on to the next one. Let's go.